can be only one podcast and may it be the Prince of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
I'm Bruce.
Whoa.
Hey.
Wait, who? What?
My last half an episode, and now I'm back for a full one.
Here, they caught the last one. But no, I'm glad you're here because not many people have seen Hawkeye. I saw Hawkeye and I get crickets on YouTube whenever I talk about it. I was like, okay, never mind. Guess no one was watching it. Yeah, Hawkeye overall, just give you an overall thought before we break this down, was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good. In fact, it's kind of funny that Winter Soldier Falcon is the absolute worst compared to, I mean, it's just dirt compared to the rest of these. All three of these, they're up there. Hawkeye is number 3, but it's right behind WandaVision, which is right behind Loki.
And in my opinion, Winter Soldier and Falcon, they tried too hard. Like, Hawkeye shows what they could have done. It's just kind of laid back, simple, do your thing.
I don't know what the problem is because those characters you should be able to cobble a good story together with them.
Yeah.
You should be able to get some good chemistry between them. I mean, they had their moments, but at the same time, oh my gosh, you couldn't come up with an interesting story. Hawkeye came up with a great story.
But it was very simple.
It was very simple, and that's the thing. It's very simple. WandaVision came up with a great story.
That was really cool. That was something different.
Yes,
something different, unique.
Something different, unique. But Hawkeye, I don't know. So breaking it down, there's a lot of things. I did catch the Pym reference with Era. I was like, oh, okay, because I saw that real quick. Megan missed it, and I was like, they're going to shrink something, and it happened. The girl, who is she in the comic books?
Kate Bishop, yeah, she's like one of the Young Avenger group.
What's her name is it Lady Hawk?
No, she goes by Hawkeye in the comic books.
Oh, okay. She's good.
Yeah.
She's not annoying. She's the girl that tries. She studied really hard. I love how that's how she fell in love with Hawkeye because he saved her
during the Battle of New York.
Battle of New York. And I love that she tries hard and she's not up to stuff and it shows. And that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. We need a character with flaws. You can have a strong person.
Really well done because she trained. She got all the basic information she needs, but she has no real world experience.
Yes, and I love that. It's all textbook, and that's what Hawkeye was giving her. Hawkeye's hilarious. By the way, I could do this all day.
My wife came in and was like, "What are y'all watching? That is terrible." And I was like, "I know, isn't it great?"
And that has got to be. I started laughing. I was like, "This is," because they've done commercials, they've done this, they've done that, and I was like, "Well, what could they do to commercialize the Avengers?" And that's probably one of the best things they've done. Especially as Hawkeye's looking at it and he's turned off. Oh, he has an earpiece. He's deaf now because how did you get that? And it shows all the clips of all the explosions and stuff going on around him. And I was like, that is hilarious because there's always explosions going on around you, or you're running from an explosion, or jumping from an explosion, escaping an explosion. That's going to blow out your eardrums.
Yes, and it does. Apparently it does for the one human.
It does. It does for only one human. Everyone else is immune to it. But for him, it has, and that's a great touch. That's a great touch because stuntmen, they have that problem. They have those problems.
Yeah.
So and I think what was it? What's his name? Captain Kirk. William Shatner says they're still ringing in his ears from an old set explosion on Star Trek.
Yeah.
He still has ear problems because of that. So yeah, it makes sense. What a great characteristic to give him, a great flaw. And when he loses it and it's done, he can't hear. That's a good one too. Oh man, you talk about humor too. They do a lot of good when they're on the subway after escaping everyone. By the way, the suction cup. When she went, what is that one for? And then he steals it back, and then it uses it to save his life, save their life later on. And he goes, "We should probably walk the dog. He's been, locked in the house all day." And then he goes, "You did good out there." She went, "Oh, thank you." He went, "And we should probably go get the dog. It's been locked up all day." I was like, he's talking just slightly louder, not comically loud, just slightly louder. I was like, Jeremy Renner he's
good.
He's great. He is underrated. And the thing is, as pitiful as the Black Widow movie was, it was pitiful. You saw it, I know.
I saw it, yeah.
Did you like it?
It's okay.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's terribly boring. I didn't understand why we were looking at this. Megan didn't understand what was going on half the time. And then the little CGI explosion off the helicopter scene.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're going to make fun of that years later.
I went into it knowing how bad it was, so I just went in. Basically, I wanted to get introduced to Yelena, who is a good character, was enjoyable in the Black Widow movie, and
Kate
brought into
Bishop.
Hawkeye.
Kate Bishop. Yeah, her whole scenes were good when they're fighting, and she goes, "You're very good. That's a good kick. Thank you. Please stop making me like you." And the thing is, I know it's got that's what Marvel is, a little bit campy, a little bit bad, like the jumpsuits, the sweatsuit gang or whatever. That tracksuits, they were great. They were great, and I know no one's that stupid, but it's the Marvel universe we're talking about, especially when it's wait, I want to tell you, I told my wife what you said, and the girlfriend, oh, it did, oh, that's great. Why did you bring a gun? He's like, and that's just fun stuff. I appreciate that. That's part of the comic book aspect of it. Maya is in it. She was done really well.
Echo.
Echo is her name. Okay, I was going to ask what her name was.
Echo in the on the show, but she's
that's
Echo
her name. Yeah.
Who became Ronin for a little while in the comic books.
Okay, so Ronin. That was what I wanted to ask you. I don't remember that one in the comic books at all, but that
was Ronin.
Okay, so that was his past.
It's more recent past. That was during the Bendis run of Avengers.
Oh, okay. So what was the story in the comic books with Ronin?
Kind of similar,
so he killed people? He was an assassin?
No, not that bad, but he went in disguise. He was using the sword because, of course, it's Hawkeye. Everybody knows he used arrows. I don't remember the exact reason. But yeah, it was just a short 6-issue thing, and it was kind of weird. They did it better in the movies, in my opinion.
And his wife is Mockingbird.
Yeah, she's not Bobby, but I guess they did throw the hints that she's probably Mockingbird.
That's what I got. Past. I don't know. You're right. I don't know, but what was the deal with the watch? I know it was hers, but that was all.
I think that was just to confirm. Yeah, she was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent at some point in the past.
Okay, but the thing is that why did they want the watch so bad at the beginning? The bad guys. That was the thing. I was thinking maybe it's got some Tony Stark technology that will help them unlock this or that. But it just was hers.
I don't know that.
Her old S.H.I.E.L.D. watch. I mean, I really wish they would have explained that, because the villains say, "Don't leave everything, just get the watch." And you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, what was in that watch?"
I kind of forgot all about the importance of the watch.
Yeah, and then later on, he gives her the watch because it's her watch. Okay, but why does everyone want it? What's the big deal with it? That's what I want to know. And that was the one plot point I think that got dropped during it. I'll tell you this though, love his wife.
Yeah.
How refreshing is it to have someone who supports and understands her husband and what he has to do?
In the Age of Ultron, when they introduced family, Hawkeye and his family have been just a shining light during the Marvel movies. Every time they're together, it's really good stuff.
I could have bet $1,000 that she was going to get suited up like, "Kids, stay here. Mama gotta go save the day." Like we've seen a billion times.
Well, you saw, Echo had the address of where the family lives when they were in there.
Right.
So I was assuming the finale was going to be at the farm.
I knew that it was going to be Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, just can't do it. He's just too weak or too worn out or too beat up. And his wife comes, and now it's time for her. She came here to chew bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, so that they didn't do that was wonderful.
Yeah.
And to be honest, what a wonderful wife he has. She understands. She's not mad at him for missing Christmas. She knows what he has to do. She knows the talk. What's the play?
Yeah, you understand even with the kids. They want their dad there.
Yeah.
But they get it.
But they get it.
On TV,
that's another great moment when he can't hear his dad. Yeah.
And she's like, "Little boy." He's like, "Oh," see, he's having to go through Kate.
Yeah, to speak to her.
Hear it.
That's great. That's a great scene. Hawkeye and his family is probably the best relationship when we think about it. Yeah, than any Marvel relationship I've seen so far.
And it's not an original Marvel story. They did that family in the Ultimate Hawkeye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and in that story, Black Widow is a spy who turns on the Avengers and kills his family.
Oh.
So they're not going that way, at least.
At least. Yeah, that's nice.
Some
But
people are expecting them to die at some point just because of that. But
and I
we
guess
keep them
this
around.
ties together the stinger at, even though it was really confusing, the stinger at the end of Black Widow, where they reveal that
Yeah.
Hawkeye killed her. Thing. Okay, but that's not mentioned. It was just to be clear, it was Kingpin that sent the Black Widow. Who sent that? Who
No,
sent?
they covered it. They covered it. Yeah, no.
Oh, in the
Kate's
episode
mom
that
hired her,
she knew.
and she was
Okay.
like, "Yeah, I was going to do this anyway, but yeah, I'm getting paid for it."
Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. Um, but anyway, so they have the kids, and the relationship with the family is great. It's awesome that they all are very understanding. Usually the trope is Dad won't be home for Christmas. Dad, you promised. You promised you'd be home for Christmas, and you're not home for Christmas. I thought it was going to be
Really, the
that.
fact that the kids were so understanding made me want them to get home in time even more.
I know. I know. I'm just saying that I'm just surprised that every trope we've seen for the past 20 years or 30 years, will Dad come home for Christmas? Daddy, come home for Christmas, and the wife's like, you better be home for Christmas. Like going from 1988's Die Hard. John, do not miss Christmas with your kids, and we don't have this time, and it's so refreshing.
This is all, Dad. We get it. We understand if you can't make it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
go get home with the kids.
And then it's great. It's great. He gets to, everyone keeps thanking him for saving the city.
Yeah.
He gets the free change. Like, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, we didn't mention it. The LARPers.
Oh, my goodness, that he has to go in there and get suited up, and then he does, and he's just killing one after the other. Like, let me kill you. What? No, we're not doing that. Let me kill you, and I'll give you it. I'll give you the suit. All right, Kurt, let's do this. And then they hear ye, and he's just sitting there going, seriously, like, no, he goes, no, he's like, I fought Thanos. I love how that was the line there. He's like, I fought Thanos. Here he is fighting this guy in the LARPer. And to be honest, it's great. It reminded me of a little bit of Ghostbusters 2 when they're doing a birthday party, a kid's birthday party at the beginning. Like that's exactly where Hawkeye is right now. Basically. I thought it'd been funny if he had done a birthday party. But he's not broke. He's not broke like some Marvel vision. He's not lonely. He has a family. He's not like, I'm a lone man now. I'm living by myself. The scars of my past. No, he has a family. That's what he wants to be with. It's so refreshing that we haven't seen any character anywhere near as centered as Hawkeye, who still has his issues he has to work out with. But what a great show. What a great show, beginning to end. Of course, Kingpin is the big reveal, and there is nothing better of Netflix's Daredevil than Kingpin, even though the cameo in Spider-Man was great. I'm a really good lawyer. But seeing Kingpin again was so nice. He is so good.
Yes.
He is so good. There is no one on God's green earth. When they eventually replace him, it won't be as good. I'm guaranteeing you that right now. No one has done Kingpin the way he has.
No.
And
well, I mean, go back to the old Hulk, Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
Was Kingpin in that one?
Yeah.
Shut up!
Gimli.
I forgot. I knew Daredevil was.
Gimli in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Shut up! He was Kingpin.
Yeah, it was kind of terrible.
Was he bald?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I remember Ninja Daredevil. I remember that. But no, the Kingpin is just great. I love the ending. Tearing off. I like his superhuman strength that goes with him.
Which he did. I read an article by Vincent D'Onofrio talking about it. And he's like, yeah, it's the same, but there's some differences. This Kingpin is a lot stronger than what you saw on Netflix. He's like, but he kind of hints that, like, yes, Daredevil is in the universe, but at the same time there are differences. So maybe it's a shadow parallel universe that it's mostly similar but a little different.
I know they made him a little bit stronger, but the thing is, though, he was strong in the regular book too. And maybe they've made him some superhuman strength in this one, tearing off the door.
Yeah.
For one. But when the Kingpin's mad, he can do anything. I mean, he went toe to toe with Daredevil.
Yeah.
It took tons of hard kicks and hits, and then kept slamming people through. And when he gets mad, he does have superhuman strength. So I don't know. I didn't see any difference there. That he's super chunking her, Kate Bishop throwing her around. Yeah, she's tiny. He could do that. but I didn't think anything different of it. I loved it.
I was happy with the way they went with the fight. Kate's going to come out of the fight at the end, but
Yeah.
he dominated that fight. And
Oh yeah.
kind of got lucky.
Well, yeah. Well, she had the trick arrow that did it, and I mean that's fine. I'm fine for beating her that way. Now, in the comic book, did they do? I know Echo goes after him.
Yes.
Because she finds out because that's part of the comic book story. But it's been a while. I think you told me this.
Yeah, very similar ending.
Echo shoots him, but misses.
Shoots him in the head. No, she shot him in the head, and he was comic book dead for a short time, and then he comes back. He's blind. Just the head, and then so he's blind in Daredevil for a couple.
Well, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if they made him blind and they brought back. Have they mentioned any plans with Daredevil now? Now that we know that he's in the MCU,
I have not heard what the long-term plans are.
I mean, he was kind of always in the MCU because they mentioned the New York incident a million times in season 1. But and I think there's one in season 1. Don't they say, "Well, don't you know the Avengers?" I went, "No, I don't know the Avengers." So, no rumors, no plans for more.
Not that I've seen.
I'm assuming if things go, well, he doesn't have to be in Hawkeye season 2. Really?
No, but
he doesn't.
Nice. I'll take it.
No, I'll always take Kingpin everywhere. Like I said, that's my wife and I love Kingpin. She fell asleep at the end of the big reveal when it was Kingpin. I had to wake her back up and show her again. And I was so excited because that was our favorite character from Daredevil, more than Daredevil. We appreciated Kingpin. Anyway, the battles were really good. The action was great. It felt like a movie. The scene where they're just the big scene at the end, shooting the arrows, all one arrow after the next. We need more trick arrows. No, those are the dangerous ones. No, don't use that one. Use this. What does this do? More. He says she blows up the whole car. He said, yeah. He said, wait, that wasn't one of the dangerous ones. It was good. Oh yeah. The other question: who is the swordsman guy supposed to be?
Oh, he's the swordsman.
No, seriously, is that his name?
No.
The swordsman.
He goes back to early Avengers.
Obviously.
And he was, in the comic books, one of, in the circus that Hawkeye came from and helped, train him.
Really? Okay, because I didn't know, but I didn't know who he was. And then the moment he started using his sword, I was thinking, oh, okay, this is a throwback character. I knew there was a swordsman hero, but I didn't know his name was the swordsman. Very original there.
Spider-Man guy. What's his name?
The man that looks like a spider. They looks like a spider. Yes. Great names here back in the day. Who's the guy who is a human who could light himself on fire, like a torch? Who is that guy? But okay. So that's just who he was, a swordsman. Yeah. All right, neat little. Were there any other cameos or mentions that I missed in Hawkeye?
I'm sure there are.
I mean, what did you say? Was there anything I missed in Hawkeye that you saw?
Nothing that's coming to mind at the moment.
Have you? Hawkeye's never been that big of. I mean, before the Avengers, obviously Hawkeye was nobody.
I've always had a liking for the character.
Really?
From West Coast Avengers to his run during the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts was good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They should do the Thunderbolt storyline.
They might. I mean, that's possible. It's hard to.
That is a.
They've got Elaine from Seinfeld going around doing her thing at the end credits of
right.
Well, Black Widow and Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
And so they're definitely. I don't know if that's gonna be. If that could be Thunderbolts. That could be Dark Avengers. We kind of see where that's going.
Right now, it's the Black Widow girl and U.S. Agent is who she's contacted. Which I liked. I liked U.S. Agent from that show. We talked about this, so that was fine. But if it was to be, who was the Baron Zemo?
Zemo was part of that.
Was part of that. Huh.
So we'll kind of see where this is going to go.
That would be an interesting storyline. I would like to see that. I'd like to see Hawkeye with the Thunderbolts. You could combine that together. That's a very popular storyline too.
Yeah. Really good run.
I read. You let me read those. Those are really good. That's a great direction to take Hawkeye season 2. I guess they're just not talking about what's the next TV show coming out. By the way, is it Moon Knight?
I don't think it's
now?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's next.
Moon Knight, I think will be later in the year.
Okay, so Miss Marvel. You're looking forward to Miss Marvel.
No, Moon Knight.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, that was kind of weird.
Miss Marvel, I will be shocked if it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because besides
They might surprise
Falcon Winter Soldier, they've done a great job, I think.
Yeah.
I am scared about Miss Marvel. What's her background story in the comic books?
I've only read a handful of stories with her, so I couldn't tell you.
She's the one with the ribbons,
And
right?
Like her body can change size and shapes and different parts. But, I don't know.
So,
and she calls herself Marvel.
like,
She's a big fan of Captain Marvel.
Like Ant-Man?
No. It's like like she'll go her hand real big or her feet real long or something like that. It's like one piece at a time. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Like Plastic Man? What?
It's kind of what it looks like sometimes. In the art, but I never really read the character. So.
What's marvelous about that? I don't. Oh, okay, all right. So Moon Knight's the one I am excited for because I've always kind of liked Moon Knight too. He's like a Batman versus with Batman with mystic Egyptian powers. Yeah. Who doesn't want that?
And we are getting She-Hulk as well.
Who's playing She-Hulk?
I don't know the actress. I know that Mark Ruffalo will be in the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think they've talked about Abomination coming back for that as well, which saw him in Shang-Chi. So I'm curious.
That was Abomination. Oh, I forgot about that. So he was in that. Yeah. Okay. So bring him back. All right. Have they mentioned any of the? Are these one-off issues? I mean, one-off series like WandaVision, Loki. Are these just one and dones? Yeah, they haven't announced season 2 of any of this, right?
Loki's the only one that they said season 2 coming.
Okay.
And as far as Hawkeye, I mean it wrapped fine.
No, it wrapped. No, everything wrapped. There's not really.
It doesn't require another TV series.
How'd you like the after the credits stinger in Hawkeye?
Oh,
the uncut performance of "I Could Do This All Day."
Didn't realize I needed it until I got it.
Well, the thing is, I started watching. I was like, "So is he watching it again? Is that what the joke is?" I went, and then after a few more minutes, I went, "Oh no, this is the whole thing they filmed."
Yeah.
And they said, "It's a shame that we had to cut this at the beginning and show pieces. Let's show the entire thing." And that their t-shirts are. I mean, they're wearing t-shirts and their costumes are purposely bad.
Yeah.
Make it even better.
And the Hulk just got a green hoodie.
Oh, hey, Hulk, smash, Hulk. He's taking the rock. And I like how Hawkeye's just looking at it going, what on earth is going on? That is great. That is great. Any other scenes from Hawkeye that you enjoyed?
We covered my favorites.
Okay, all your favorites there. So the have we talked about Black Widow?
I think we've done it in passing, but we haven't.
Well, we got a few more minutes. We can talk about Black Widow then. I didn't like it. Thought it was dumb.
I thought it was okay.
The Red Russian guy was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, did Captain America talk about me? He never spoke about me. That's funny. I laughed at that. I didn't laugh at much. There's a few other things that were funny too. But why did we need that?
No, we didn't. The only thing it served is an introduction to Yelena. That's it.
I guess. How did you feel about Taskmaster being a woman now?
Taskmaster's always been one of my favorite villains.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. In the comic books, he's basically the most popular villain not to be featured prior to. Yeah. I mean, he was one of the big baddies because Taskmaster he kind of mimicked all their strengths, right? A combination of them. He was just an expert at all of it. He could do the same things a lot of the Avengers could do, and he was always big foil for the whole team.
And the thing is, he definitely for years, he was kind of underplayed. He was always he was never the big bad. He was like the secondary under some other organization. Like he would be, training the Hydra troopers to fight the Avengers,
right?
And that kind of stuff. I like that laid backness of the character, and that he wasn't out to destroy the world or rule it. He was just a bad guy.
Yeah, I thought it was awful. I mean, we're talking like, Wolverine Origins Deadpool awful. That's how bad it was. I
can go with that wasn't the real one. Then maybe we'll get the real one at some point.
The real one coming on. And that the stunt man who did all the scenes was a man.
Yeah.
And then they reveal it and you're like, wait, Has she always been that small little girl in there? No? What? But we're supposed to, I don't know.
That's
There's
the
just,
big reveal is going to be is she was fighting the real Taskmaster, but he switched out, and that was the twist.
so what happens in Black Widow 2? Oh, wait. It's too bad they can't bring Scarlett Johansson back for just a blink, just a moment, just a background scene. I think that bridge has been burned now.
And see, she's physically changing a lot. I mean, if you were to watch these movies in order, she's not going to look proper fitting in at that time frame.
Oh,
She
not
looks
anymore.
so
They
much
can't do
different.
prequels now.
Yeah.
In fact, she already looked a little bit older.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help that. But that's the thing I was thinking, but why do this now? Why give her
Because
the
they promised
movie?
that they would do it.
They promised they would do it. They promise a lot of
And then
movies
they
we
got to
don't
the end, it's
get.
like, oh, we killed her off. Let's do a prequel.
Yeah, and I know they showed the scene. They showed her in Hawkeye,
Mhm.
which I thought was surprising given the lawsuit that was definitely going on at the time. So that was nice. She gets money for Hawkeye, I'm guessing, right?
The rest part of their payment.
Okay, yeah, part of the payment there. But I even thought for a moment when they showed the scene, I said, okay, they're gonna do something to where she's gonna there's gonna be a bonus scene that we're gonna see them talk. Like they're gonna bring in Scarlett Johansson for one scene with Jeremy Renner, but nope. She's not doing it. But I'll be honest, Hawkeye got he got the best end of the deal there. I think this TV series was great for Hawkeye.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
I think it was great for Hawkeye. Great idea. A movie you couldn't have fit that much in and had fun with it. Even though, to me, like I said, WandaVision and Loki, and they all felt like big budget movies. To me, they felt like big budget movies. They had some nice fight scenes. They used their money well. They had tons of money, but they used it well. It didn't seem, we have to sit inside a room and talk for 30 minutes because the budget demands this. But the times when they were talking, it was great. Oh, them riding on the little KB Toys. I don't know what they're called. The little quarter, you put the quarter in there, and the ride shakes back and forth, and they keep laughing. And Jeremy, oh no, that's the other thing. He's captured, and he goes, "Who is it? No, it was just me. No one else. Was there? No, there wasn't." And then she smashes through. He goes. Just puts his head down, and that's the end of this. That's the end of the episode. I was like, that is hilarious. There's so many fun, and that she just really wants to try. What? Okay. What? Oh, sorry. Just her bewildered. Like, here we go. Oh, and the mom being the villain. I didn't see that one either. I didn't see that at all. So that was a good twist.
I haven't read many comic books with her backstories. I don't know if that's accurate to her mom or anything, but
yeah, I like how the swordsman. He's here, and he's carrying a sword, and he was just recently suspected of manslaughter with a sword. That's ballsy. At first, I thought I was going to hate Kate because when she's introduced, mom doesn't understand. The whole mom doesn't understand. I'll do my own thing. I'll show you. Like I impress Hawkeye on the best. And of course, no, she screws up. The Belle scene was really good too. She snags the bell and the whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
She destroyed a bell. That was good too. But I thought at first, I said, I'm not going to like her because she's standing up. She's stubborn. She decides to wear black. When she was told to wear a dress, she wore a suit. And I was thinking, okay, is this what it's going to be? And no, I get it. I get it. They did all right with. Okay. Are you just saying my first and last name because you know it? I don't know what you're talking about, Kate Bishop. She was even better. I really didn't like her that much in Black Widow. And this one, it seemed like they gave her more to laugh. I mean, I understand she was a Black Widow. She didn't have a sense of humor, and that was the whole point, But in this one, they kind of gave her more comedic range and, kind of told her, oh, man, I love he said, show me how good you are. And he flicks that quarter and knocks the things off and he's like, show me. And then the whole scene where she's trying to flip the quarters, it's smashing things. There's a lot of good stuff in there. The whole that they do their little Christmas stuff together was really good too. The drinks and the games and stuff and all the little making gingerbread houses and stuff. There's a lot of good moments in Hawkeye and I mean, I don't know, it just endears you to the character.
While yes, Loki and Scarlet Witch were better shows, Hawkeye was probably the most fun.
Yeah.
of the series
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah,
Because it's just
and even though it's third on my list, like I said, it's a good third.
Yeah.
It's high up in there. If someone said it was their favorite, I wouldn't argue with
Yeah.
them. I wouldn't argue with them. All right, so there you go. We would both suggest Hawkeye. I guess. I mean, you would. I guess. Did your kids love it?
Oh, I watched it with Annabelle, and she loved it.
Okay, loved it, huh?
She's a huge fan of Kate Bishop
Of course.
and Yelena.
Oh well. There you go. Of course. I wonder why. All right, folks. Well, we'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.